Now, you got your daughter Brynne involved in this at age 13. Brynne, what was that? You actually exorcised somebody at age 13.
Yes, my first exorcism was in a church in Africa. Dad was up on stage working with somebody, and then all of a sudden he turned and looked at me and said, "Brynne, why don't you cast this demon out?" And so I got up on stage in front of 3,000 people and cast this demon out.
And what qualifications do you have to cast a demon out at age 13?
I had my dad right beside me the whole way. I'd been around this my whole life. I knew what was going on, and he really walked me through it and helped me with it, my first exorcism.
Tess, how about for you? Why do you want to do this?
I want to do this because it really helps people. My family and I came to this ministry about 3 years ago, and we just saw the transformation in our lives just by ministering to people, and we saw the difference in hurting people's lives, and it was inspiring. It really convinced us to do this.
And you say your first exorcism that you were involved with was actually on a friend of yours, like a 15-year-old.
Yes.
What made you feel you needed to do an exorcism on your friend?
Actually, she was a 15-year-old girl, and she was actually Brynne's friend who came in from out of town. We were just at a sleepover, and she started talking to us about, she had been a really strong Christian. She'd wandered away from God, and the devil had gotten some hooks in her. And so Brynne actually led her back to God, and then we were able to perform an exorcism on her because by coming back to God. After the sleepover, yeah.
But I mean, okay, so how do you know someone, you say she went away from God, there's plenty of people who have issues in their lives or problems or unhappy. How do you know it's demonic possession? I mean, how did you determine your friend was demonically possessed?
At that point, I had been going through training for about a year, so I kind of knew what to look for. She was experiencing a terrible splitting headache for no apparent reason. And one of the telltale signs of demonic possession that Hollywood gets right is the eyes. The pupils dilate sporadically, and I know that can be kind of a common thing, but when it's demonic possession, it is sporadic dilations, extractions very quickly, and you look in someone's eyes, and after seeing training, you can see the evil. And so Brynne and I sat down with this girl, and we looked in her eyes, and for the first time in my life, I saw a demon in someone, and it was shocking, yet convincing.
I mean, I gotta say, I don't know that it's true that you can see evil in somebody. I mean, I've met plenty of people who are evil and can smile just like everybody else. Savannah, what kind of training have you had to be able to do this?
We spend hours every week training and working with Reverend Larson. He takes us through exorcisms. He shows us the material we need to memorize, the scriptures that correspond with what we're doing. It is all biblically based. So there is a lot of research that goes into it. We spend hours training so we know what to look for, those telltale signs.